Toronto, that's where you catch the train to Cobalt. We know that we are over 100 years too late, but we headed to North Bay in the rain anyway. Then 150 kilometers later, we arrived in Cobalt. The train station is still there, but there is no passenger service. There are talks that the Ontario Northland Railway may resume passenger service from North Bay all the way to Timmins and Cochrane as early as 2026. Welcome to our escapades. Ursula is the navigator, my name is Dieter, and I'm the wheelman. So let's start the Heritage Silver Trail at site number 1 and 2. They are in Cobalt and impossible to miss when you drive into town on Highway 11B. The Cobalt Mining Museum is only a minute away from here, but we'll talk about the museum later. The glory hole is just behind the headframe. The hole drops about 75 meters, way below the water surface. Most entrances are below water. We can see one that is open. Both sides, the headframe and the glory hole, are surrounded by a fence. Our next visit was to site number 3, the Mckinley-Darragh mill site. This picture was taken from where the streetcar track was located. The Nipissing Central Railway streetcar service passed right here beside the mine. They provided services between Cobalt, Haileybury and New Liskeard. This is where it all began in August 1907. Mckinley and Darragh found silver. This site has no fences. It is a scramble to climb up to the top if you don't mind the loose gravel and taking some real big steps up onto the rocks. The view from up here is as impressive as the one from the streetcar track. Off to site number 4, the Little Silver Vein. Parking is just beside a big rock face that displays a 2 billion year old lake bottom. The sediment suggests that this was a relatively deep lake. Right behind the parking lot is the Silver Vein. All the information about the sites are in the travel guide. You can download the guide. The link to the website is in the description of the video. A short distance through the forest is Tunnel 96. We highly recommend to visit the entrance when the temperatures are uncomfortably hot and humid. A constant cold air draft from the adit will cool you down in no time. The adit is closed with a bat gate. It keeps people out and allows bats to enter the mine. Site number 5. The Cart Lake Tailings Lookout. Across the lake is the headframe from Provincial number 2 shaft. This was once a lake. It was filled with tailings from several mines. We had a closer look at the headframe from the other side of the lake. Operation ceased in 1924, but the water quality is still monitored today. We noticed wells where samples can be collected. Considering the age of the headframe, it is still standing and in good condition. We suspect that some maintenance work was done on the structure. The roof and sides are mostly attached to protect the wood structure from the rain and snow. About 200 meters away is some milling equipment to crush rocks. We continued towards Houndshoot generating station and noticed a headframe peeking through the trees. Shortly after the headframe, we saw pipes. Large portions are covered by vegetation in the forest. We arrived at the Houndshoot generating station. Access to the Montreal River is possible at the portage above and below the dam. The first time we read about the compressed air pipes was at site number 20, the Jack Koza Memorial Park near the train station. The site displays mining and milling equipment with informative description of the machinery. More outdoor displays are opposite to the museum. We visited the mining museum to book our Colonial mine tour. The museum is a good place to start a silver trail. We won't go into much details, you just have to visit and explore the museum and sites yourself. The high explosive boxes is a good hint to continue our journey at the Colonial mine. The tour is in small groups. There is really not much space in there. The temperature is comfortable, possibly around 10 Celsius. The hardware is a must, Mine got a few new things. Oh, these must be the shadows of the Colonial ghosts. Lucky me, I had a good LED light to brighten up my video.
There'd just be rubble all over the ground, tracks everywhere, minecarts flying by. And eventually, when you went down to the lower levels of the mine, there's less oxygen down there, it's a bit wetter down there, and your candle would go out. So you would kind of just be stuck down there and hope someone would come and find you. I'm going to turn it back to you.
After the tour, we took a few minutes to look at the artifacts here at site number 16. The tailings from this mine really changed the landscape. These mountains of rocks are also a big help when exploring abandoned mines. They are often a dead giveaway for some mining activity, even so it was over 100 years ago. The roads may be abandoned for decades, and once we see the tailings, it takes some bushwhacking to get to the shaft. In most cases, they are flooded or filled with rocks. We were lucky once to find an entrance that was actually open. We didn't go into the shaft since we had no information about the age or condition of the structure, but it sure is a good picture. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and explore Canada with us. We can highly recommend to follow the Heritage Silver Trail. The sites are well documented. It was actually the second time we came here. This time we had to take the Colonial mine tour. We revisited many of the sites again. Even after 3 years, the Silver Trail didn't lose any of the magic. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you out there.